Hey, out there, YouTube community, we are finishing where we left off. Well, continuing where we left off. This is Chapter 2 of 20th Anniversary of Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith in 2025. 20 years after the month and year Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith came out, and the prequels had completed themselves. Yep, the whole story about how Anakin became Darth Vader was in full effect by this time, in 2005. And now 20 years later, here I am celebrating it by playing the game. Like I said, I think the game is a whole lot better than the movie. Much more detailed, much more action-packed. Although the one thing that the movie did get better than the game was, of course, the fight between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin on Mustafar. That was better presented in the movie, I thought, but, most of this game, I think the game, definitely wins over the movie, I think. In fact, they just recently started making some comic books of stuff that took place between The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, like before the Rise of Skywalker was, the events folded. They're making a new comic series that takes place around the events of, well, not really around, but before the events of Rise of Skywalker. I know they've already made the Star Wars Clone Wars series. They even made that final season, where it shows Ahsoka and the clone troopers detain Maul and stop the siege of Mandalore and all that. That was all taking place while all this was happening. Yep, it turned out Ahsoka was a survivor of Order 66. Makes perfect sense. She was resilient and all that. Plus, she had to have a reason for Anakin to still interact and mingle with the Star Wars universe. She even appeared, Anakin's Force Ghost even appeared in Ahsoka. That was actually not so bad of a series, and it even had the first Grand Admiral Thrawn live-action version. Got quite a few masterful points. Take out the sniper. I just was gonna try to do a. Yeah, I was gonna try to do that deflect, with the saber deflect with the blaster, but apparently I couldn't do it that way. Yep, using Obi-Wan's Force energy to do the Jedi Force heal. So this way I can restore the health. Cool. There we go. Okay, we activated the platform over there. But more puzzles are afoot. I don't have time for all of you. Yep, like I said, another puzzle. Come on. Alright. More droids. I could do without these. Alright, I broke through the door. Pretty cool how even a lightsaber can break through some doors in the Star Wars universe. The Separatists underestimate their own technology. Or should I say they overestimate it? Oh, yes, we made it. Oh, man, we got another turret firing at us. Come on. Oh, blimey. Alright, time to power down this force field to enter this door. Oh, crap. Oh, man. I got too trigger happy. Okay. Oh no! Like I said, I got too trigger happy. Oh man. First time I died playing this in a while. Man, I can't believe I have to repeat this though. Crap. All right, now we may enter. Now let me get up there. Okay, now I can't get trigger happy like before. Okay, now let's go. Yeah, I got a little carried away before, but at least this time I'm not doing bad. Yeah, I gotta fight this spider droid now. It's a crab droid, actually, but hey, close enough. It's got multiple legs. I don't think so. Really watch out for that attack. Oh crap, no! rat. Why did I get in front of it? I was a little too eager, I guess. Oh man. Not only when it's about to do that attack is it more deadly and dangerous, but it's also doing its shield mode too at that part. Oh man. Hey, you cheated. You hit me while I was healing myself. You could have waited just a few more minutes. I must stop General Grievous. Okay, here we go, and we are about to continue the chapter of the 20th anniversary of Star Wars Star Wars Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith on the original Xbox. Could even be played on a Xbox Series X or even an S. You download it digitally. Yep, and now we are officially about to pursue General Grievous. Yeah, gotta defeat these man guards alongside battle droids. Gosh, this makes things pretty tough. One down, one to go. I can imagine if Darth Maul was able to recruit General Grievous to be at his right hand instead of Count Dooku's. If that happened, I'm pretty sure that would be a hell of an alliance right there, because seeing as the fact that Maul is all about crime and chaos and everything, while Dooku, very much like Sidious the Emperor, is about political movement and going above the wall and shit. I'm pretty sure General Grievous would be unstoppable had he been at Maul's disposal. And on top of that, Maul would actually appreciate what he does and everything. Especially seeing as the fact that Maul doesn't always use people as tools the way Dooku and Sidious does. At the same time, I have a bit of loyalty issues between Maul, Dooku, and Sidious, seeing as the fact that they all three are on different mind links, yet I favor all three characters. When it comes to Darksiders, they're like my top three ranked. I gotta admit, Darth Bane was a pretty cool Sith. I've read a couple of the Darth Bane books, like Path of Destruction and Rule of Two by Drew Karpyshyn. Those are some pretty cool novels, and Darth Bane did a lot of good stuff for the dark side. That book actually explains a lot about the Sith abilities, for in the movies and most everything else Star Wars, we only know so much about the dark side and the ways of the Sith, but in those Darth Bane novels, they describe a lot, even when it's not really relatable to the story, about how the dark side works and stuff. But whether you're a Jedi or a Sith, the double-bladed saber takes a lot longer to master, yet Darth Maul was able to master that weapon by the time he was 14 years old. Gotta go after more droids. Oh no! I actually upgraded Obi-Wan's force push and healing factor, so therefore I think we should have the upper hand a little more this time. Don't have as much of a chance on getting a game over. Impressive. Most impressive. Oh crap! The way some of those super battle droids like that just wrestle you and shit. Oh man, pardon my language there. Time to heal. Ah, yeah. No back to tank canister nearby though, sadly. And like I said, to this day, this has to be like one of the best Star Wars games of all time. It's definitely on my top ranked. I've actually been playing more of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. About a month ago, I got them both on sale over at Walmart. Oh crap! Okay, time to destroy this one, and we should be all set. Soon we'll have General Grievous in pursuit. Yep, Obi-Wan Kenobi does not believe in luck. Yep, Obi-Wan does not believe in luck whatsoever, it doesn't seem like. We knew that even from A New Hope. And it's kind of funny because don't forget, Han Solo rages on luck. Smuggler's luck. Even other smugglers don't run on luck the way Han Solo does. Pretty amazing on how this game came out in the same year as the original Battlefront 2, and yet the graphics on this movie game are like a lot more top-notch and superb compared to what they were on the original Battlefront 2. Not that Battlefront 2 is a bad game or anything, and I understand graphics don't really matter to me as long as the gameplay is fun and such, but the thing is that this game, I think LucasArts spent so much money making this game is that like when they had to like make Battlefront 2 and adding it to where you could play as like the Jedis and smugglers and bounty hunters and all that. It's like, when they added that feature in, it's like they only had so much money with the graphics part, because they blew it all on this thing here. But not that it's a bad thing, because like I said, this is like to this day one of the best Star Wars games of all time. And it's a movie-based game, and this game came out when movie-based games were like pretty much already on the decline when this game came out, and yet this is like a masterpiece right here. And then, of course, the last movie-based game that I think came out was The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I never played it, but I heard it was, pretty bad. And even the original Amazing Spider-Man, because, when they made, like, movie-based games, like, in the later days, you had to, like, watch the movie, otherwise, well, for one thing, you would have spoilers and other stuff about it that, like, just kind of didn't really seem cricket. Now this crab is even bigger than the one we faced before. Good thing the clones are nearby. But it's like they shoot it and it does nothing. Gosh. Woo! Interrupting my force heal again, as always. Whoa! Good thing I jumped. Crab droids are no match for the Force. Oh, crap. Oh, man, how many times is it gonna shoot me? Oh, man, again? Thought it had the upper hand there. Oh, great. Come on, come on. Oh, no. Oh, man. Great. Trap, man. Come on, gotta heal, gotta heal. Oh, no. Man, I was so close. Gosh. And so I have to start this over again, gosh. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, I could skip the cutscene because we already watched it. Defeat the extra large crab droid. I got it. Oh man, he shot it again. Oh no. Oh crap. Oh no! Shoot! Oh, heck yeah! Oh no! Oh no! Down you go, crab droid. Even though I mistook you for a spider earlier, call me nitwitted. Okay, time to level up a bit more. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we are back. I actually hit the record video a little too soon on this and it was stuck in load. I had to restart the game. Kind of sucks. Yeah, but this technology, you know, it isn't perfect. It fails every now and then. Oh, great. He sure is one hell of a tough boss. This whole thing about General Grievous is that he's a character who can, like, use up to, like, 4 or 6 sabers at a time. He's like a cybernetic alien. Oh no! Knew I'd have the upper hand there at the fight. Great. No. Oh no. Yeah, like I said, he's a pretty hard boss. I remember years back when I used to play this game a lot, I used to always struggle, and even on like the easiest difficulty, this boss fight is like outrageously hard. It's incredible. But even when you saw General Grievous in the movie, like doing all this stuff to Obi-Wan, it's like you would expect him to be a tough boss. He's a pretty masterful Force user, even though he's not really a Sith. Or a Jedi, for that matter. Come on! I tell you, he's a pretty defensive enemy. His defense attacks are just as powerful as his offensive. Although I do know of a game that's actually quite a lot more tougher and more of a challenge than this, and it's that Incredibles game off the Disney Incredibles, that Pixar movie. I had that game years back on the GameCube. That game was a frustrating nightmare, I tell you what. Pretty amazing on how I was able to break his blocks. Oh, what do you know? I made it past that first round of the boss battle. And now he's using a blaster too, no fair. You're cheating, you know, Grievous. Darth Maul. I don't know why you're still alive. I cut you in half. I should have aimed for your neck instead. Yeah, I remember Obi-Wan said that to Darth Maul in Clone Wars. Wouldn't say that Obi-Wan had quite as much tension with Grievous as he did Anakin, Vader, or Maul. Just didn't really seem like it. Kind of hoping that they'll give us some Star Wars like shooter and like lightsaber games that are similar to Battlefront, but maybe they like have a different title, and maybe they could even give us more selection of heroes to choose from. Like maybe you could even play as Qui-Gon Jinn, Pre Vizsla, Gar Saxon, heck, even Din Djarin or even Grogu. He is getting away. Oh, I don't think so, General Grievous. You'll have to do better than that if you want to get rid of me. And now he's using Force Sabers. Okay. Oh, man. Crap. Yeah, now you're really cheating. You're using 4 lightsabers and a blaster, man. That's too much. Ah, there we go. So uncivilized. Well, anyway, I guess this will conclude it for Chapter 2 of Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith on the original Xbox. celebrating 20 years since the prequel trilogy completed itself, and we had the revelation on how Anakin became Darth Vader. Well, anyway, until the next chapter.